So I met Brendan Cornally about 12, 13 years ago in Tullamore, County Offaly. He quickly fostered a relationship with me, and over a short period of time he became quite affectionate and proved himself to be something that could be of benefit to myself and my family, my young children at the time, where he was very much filling in that father figure. We ended up doing family weekend events like camping and going off and fishing and doing all the things that young boys and young girls would like to do. We had a ball, and he changed his car, his sports car, into a family run car. So he showed to me on many levels that he was proven to be something of good standing in the community. He cared for his family, his elderly parents. He owned his own house. From the outside looking in, he looked to be quite the catch, and also backed up by family and friends. Actually believed I was quite lucky to have found such a gentleman, as we thought at the time. So our relationship deepened, and eventually I had a child for this man, and a beautiful young man as it is. But what Brendan Cornally did and who he was were very, very different individuals. It was a monster. It was a Jekyll and Hyde. He was a lovely, everything that anyone would expect to see in a father figure, in a partner, everything. It was nearly too good to be true, and it was way too good to be true. He pursued my family, as it turned out, and he groomed myself also, and I didn't even realise it. He was so good at doing what he did. So Brendan Cornally is a self-confessed paedophile. He dresses like you and I, he speaks like you and I, he walks like you and I. In actual fact, there's very little differentiating Brendan Cornally and all confessed paedophiles between us and them. That is how these individuals do what they do in plain sight. What is plain sight? Plain sight is when they do what they do and we don't see it. But it's not in plain sight. It's in the dark corners. It is in the secrecy that's all wrapped up in the offence of paedophilia. So in actual fact, exposing this, putting light to this, making it known to the public will actually prevent a lot of this from happening. It prevents the predator from working in daylight, being what they want to be to the public, and at night being completely different. So how did he do what he did to my children is a very good question. In daylight, he became my friend. He became a potential partner to benefit myself and my children, and I to him as well. But as it turned out, he groomed me first of all, and then he groomed my children. He set them against each other, fighting against each other, which was how he separated them, kept them apart, kept their secrets apart from each other so they didn't talk. And when that would happen, he was able to do what he did. He separated my children. He kept them in secret. None of them knew what was going on behind each other's back. He separated them and he broke them. He broke one of my children in particular, who became so ill, he was hospitalized. He became catatonic. He ended up wearing nappies. He ended up nearly being spoon-fed. He was spoon-fed. He nearly ended up being tube-fed because he lost so much weight, he forgot to eat. This particular child had special needs, and he still raped him. He raped him when he was in his sleep. He raped him when he was awake. He beat him. He cut his hair off. He removed his glasses. And my son needed those glasses for everyday things. He put him in a room which was dark. And to this day, that son needs to be surrounded by daylight, needs to be surrounded by bright lights, because he's afraid of the dark, he's afraid of the monster. He kept him hungry. He kept him in a squalor room, as the courts exposed it to be, a squalor room which was damp, dirty, it had rubbish in it. He broke my child with special needs. To this day, he cannot cross the road on his own. He has become a 3-year-old nearly. He plays with a teddy, is his friend. And he walks around with his teddy in the air because he doesn't know what else to do. That same child did the Leaving Cert in 2023. The Leaving Cert applied and he achieved it with merit. Now he cannot cross the road. Now he cannot shower. Now he cannot shave without being reminded how to do it, because he's forgotten. Every 2 days his memory is wiped clean. My other children have been destroyed, have been broken, not being able to focus, not being able to follow out on things. But I can tell you, they are stronger than they think. And I know they will achieve much in life because they have the backing of a good mother. But what that man has done to my children, he groomed them, he pursued them from 3 different addresses to carry out his acts of violence. He raped my children in different locations. He raped them in their homes, where they had to live and relive their experiences every single day. That man has damaged my children. My children will never know what it's like to have a childhood unblemished. The innocence, the happiness, the wonder of the world and the universe, my children no longer have. Every day is hard. Every day is difficult. And every day we struggle, because it's the first thing we think of in the morning, it's the last thing at night. We have been handed a life sentence. And we will not forget this because somebody goes to jail. That individual, that monster Brendan Cornally, will be released one day. And we will still walk our jail term. We have been given a life sentence because of his doing. He manipulated us. He constructed an idea and he followed through with it. He planned it strategically and he didn't let out. He was caught out. And that's what that monster has done to my children.